Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. Just want to thank you for joining and supporting the channel. Really does mean a lot. This will be a general reading. Guys, don't forget to leave a like or a subscribe. That'll be very much appreciated. Let's jump straight into it. This could be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, for September. Okay, let's start off with the Page of Pentacles. There's possibly something that's going to really take your attention this month, okay? The Page of Pentacles is deeply fixated on something here. Now, this could be money or an earthly possession, and it can be more so in relation to career, business, an asset, or it could also be in relation to an earth sign. Now, you also have the sign of Cancer, which has come up in the reading. So it might be someone from the past. Cancers tend to hold residual feelings. So it might be something sentimental, okay, that's coming back in around you in the month of September. What I love here about this is that the Page of Pentacles sits on top of the Ace of Swords, the very courageous and valor-like Ace of Swords here. Hand of God, it is the sword, so it is you, Libra. So there's triumph and victory that's associated with this Ace of Swords. It's cutting away all the negativity. Now, this could mean A, you might be cutting away negativity, or you might be successfully moving along with a fellow air sign or an earth sign, or B, this could indicate a new victory, new money, or a new income stream that will be making itself known to you in September. Could also be a new job opportunity, and it's connected with good money and resources, etc., benefits, but it's also something you could be doing in the future for a long time coming, beyond just the upcoming month. So for some of you, I feel like you'll finally find more stability in your career, or there's a new person or an opportunity that's coming into your path, okay? I feel like this person or this new opportunity is going to come at a time where there's a lot of changes, because you do have the Nine of Swords, and that can be seen as quite an unsettled energy. The Knight of Swords is dwelling on a lot of things. It's anxiousness, it's nervousness, especially if you have a fire sign around you in Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or could be an air sign as well. But below that is the Five of Wands, and I'm wondering why you're being kept up. Some sort of dysfunction or division, or even inner turmoil. It doesn't have to be necessarily with other people. It can be something that you're conflicted with on the inside, Libra. There could be a parting of ways. This might be inner turmoil, maybe from a breakup. This could even be an emotional goodbye. The moon card is a lot of emotion, or it's emotionally fighting for something. Or sticking to something, or being there for someone because you know they're well worth it. I definitely feel like from the cards here that September is quite an emotional and mental month for you. Maybe not so much major transitions, but I feel like it's prevailing over your thoughts of finally getting over someone, or finally healing over a situation as well. It could be that too, because you are wanting to move forward. You see the future in your sights. You have plans for the future, possible relocations, maybe adventure is calling you, maybe there's a fire sign that's been suggesting they want a future with you, but you want to move on, Libra. There's something that you want to leave behind. And it's sat with you for so long. These feelings have been with you for so long. I can see that you're still carrying pain or trauma, or you haven't closed something up entirely. The wound might be reopened, or there's something very sentimental or nostalgic that could happen, okay? And it's almost like you'll have to fight through it again, or fight for them all over again. Again, the roles could be reversed, and this could be someone very important or influential in your life that's fighting for you. But I have a feeling that you might be reliving something again. And it could be that history repeats itself. Now, you don't so much have the Death card with the past, but I feel like with the Moon card, this is emotions. These emotions are familiar to you, Libra, whether they're good, positive, fixated emotions, or whether they're, sad, conflicting emotions, or loss, grief even. But history will repeat itself for you in September. and it's going to pull at your heartstrings in some way. Could be in connection to career, could be in connection to love, okay? But look, I do feel as though some of you might be making a move, okay, or planning something for the long-term future. There might be something you fought for so long that will come into your life and will be around you beyond just the upcoming month of September, because you do have that brilliant Ace of Swords here, crowned with a crown. This sword is very, very powerful. It is the hand of God, so it does speak of a higher power, the meta divine, the higher realm, the gods, the angels, the universe. You can give it any label, but it is a higher power at play here, and it might be leading you in the right direction. And there's a surge of energy coming in around you, and I feel as though you need to fight for something here. Could also be legal things or things in the workplace, could be financial disputes, but it's not always fighting for something with the Ace of Swords. It's having the courage to take initiative and approach something you've been nervous to approach or you've been putting off. Libra, I really feel like you're going to make some big, bold moves in September, especially towards the middle of the month maybe, and that's really going to carry you through. Again, it might not be easy because for some reason it might be a somewhat emotional issue, but I think for the most part, it could also symbolize a new opportunity coming into your path, a new job, a new person, or an opportunity to act on something you know is not right. Now, it might be a friend that you might find out has a domestic abusive relationship. You might find out that your job is not paying you the money you're entitled to. It could be like a workers' compensation case. You might find out that someone might be struggling, and it's almost like you want to fight for them, Libra. You want to fight for justice because there's a part of you that's emotionally connected to this thing or this news or this person or this job. And this is why you're going to act the way you will in September. Now, you also have the Five of Wands, which can point to inner conflict and inner division. There could be a lot of different people around you coming in with a lot of things to say to you. It's almost like they're very ready to dish you out advice. They might not necessarily take their own advice, or they might not even be in a position to give you advice. But I do see there's going to be a lot of different opinions swirling around you. Could be in the workplace, you know, if you're in a collaborative environment, there might be a lot of very different ideas. And it might take you longer than usual to all agree on a unanimous decision, maybe. It might be friends that might be fighting around you, which can cause a bit of distress or anxiousness. It might keep you up at night. But this could also be internal, okay? So not necessarily involving other people. It could be more internal where it's just involving you, your thoughts, and the decisions you want to stick by. But there could be a bit of disruption. And look, if there is someone around you, it might be a fire sign, an Aries, Sag, or Leo, and they may be displaying argumentative traits or defensive energy. And they don't necessarily have to be a fire sign. They can be any sign, but it's someone that's got their defenses up. It's someone that maybe they feel deeply conflicted, and unfortunately they're taking out on you, but you're determined to stick by them, Libra, and I think that's what makes you a very, very good and solid partner. So there's a lot of admiration. I just hope this person will come to see that from you, if it is someone you're fighting for, or if it is the relationship you're fighting for. It could also be building things, making things, you know, this is all about building foundations, laying the first foundations. It's always the hardest part. And I feel for some of you, there might be a bit of stagnancy here, laying foundations in a relationship, laying foundations, blueprints, designs, ideas. It's doing the base work, okay? And I feel like some of you might struggle a little bit getting that done if it is involving other people. And then you have the Moon card, okay? So this could be a Cancer. It's a very emotional card. It rules the divine feminine. It's also a card of compassion, creativity, the qualities of divine feminine energy. So compassion, caretaking, nurturing, love, creativity. This is coming up, okay? You might be extra creative. You might find inspiration or ideas through trauma or through reliving memories. There could be nostalgia that washes over you towards the end of the month, maybe of a previous person. You might want to restart things in the future with a person here, someone that you're still emotionally attached to, whether or not this person is a water sign. There could also be a very close bond that's taking place with a female or someone with strong divine feminine energy. This could be improved relationship with mothers, sisters, siblings, female friends, female relatives, and things of that nature here. So that could be emphasized. But the moon is also very, very primitive energy, okay? You've got the animals here, which are very, very territorial, very, very primitive, follow basic instinct. And I feel like this is connected to the Ace of Swords. There's something deep down you know you need to fight for, or you'll know you'll need to fight for. Again, because compassion or care is going to be evoked within you, Libra, and you know you need to do them justice, or to do yourself justice. It's not always that you'll be doing it for another person. This could be, you know, giving yourself justice and entitlement and fighting for your dreams or goals and hopes, and your future, you know, your plans, your life, the journey that you walk, the script that you're writing, essentially. But it could also be defensive energy as well. Okay, so a bit of defensive energy coming from someone, either from you or from someone you're dealing with. Again, building foundations for those twin towers. Could be twin flame connections happening here as well. That might take a very emotional turn. The water is very, very choppy. It's very unsteady. So that could point to emotional highs and emotional lows, potentially in the month of September for some of you. But the fact that it's sitting below the Three of Wands, I do feel like there's an emotional enlightenment or something that you're becoming more attached to, Libra. And you might not realize it, and it might occur to you in hindsight months, years, weeks later down the track. But I do feel as though some sort of emotion is building up inside you, and it's going to be around you for a long time coming. I will leave it at that though, Libra. I hope this reading has been helpful for you. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please feel free to leave behind a like or a subscribe. Have a great month, and we'll be in touch. Bye for now.